Ben Johnson continues to progress toward completing his staff as the Chicago Bears will retain tight ends coach Jim Dray and are hiring Eric Bieniemy to oversee the running backs, sources have told the Tribune. Bieniemy returns to the NFL after serving as the offensive coordinator and assistant head coach at UCLA last fall. He had a one-year run as the offensive coordinator for the Washington Commanders in 2023. Bieniemy was the offensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs from 2018 to 22, taking that position after Matt Nagy left the Chiefs to become the head coach of the Bears. Bieniemy coached running backs for Andy Reid in Kansas City from 2013-17, so general manager Ryan Poles knows him well. At one point, Bieniemy, 55, was considered a potential head coach in the NFL. He was part of 2 Super Bowl champion teams in Kansas City, and also had a successful stint coaching running backs for the Minnesota Vikings. Dray is believed to be the only position coach from Matt Eberflus's staff who will remain. He has been with the Bears since 2022, and this figures to be an interesting offseason for the position. The Bears seem unlikely to bring back Marcedes Lewis, and there's a good chance the club releases Gerald Everett, who was signed based on influence from former offensive coordinator Shane Waldron. Declan Doyle, new Bears OC. MP4 tight ends coach Jim Dray watches practice Monday, August 1, 2022 during Chicago Bears training camp at Hollis Hall. Brian Casella, Chicago Tribune. Tight ends coach Jim Dray watches practice Monday, 1, 2022 during Chicago Bears training camp at Hollis Hall. The Bears believed in tight end Cole Kmet's development under Dray to sign him to a $50 million 4-year extension. Now the team will be hoping the position can deliver more for the offense in 2025. The only offensive position coach remaining to be hired is an offensive line coach, and Johnson appears to be taking his time. The team interviewed Justin Fry, the Ohio State offensive line coach, and he was hired on Saturday by the Arizona Cardinals. The Bears have also interviewed Tulane offensive line coach Dan Roushar, who had a 10-year run in the NFL with the New Orleans Saints. If there isn't movement soon, another college coaching candidate could emerge. Super Bowl. Matchup is set. Chiefs hold off Bills and Eagles roll. Commanders. Ben Johnson's influence all over latest Chicago Bears signing. By Jordan Campbell. 14 hours ago, Chicago Bears. Introduce Ben Johnson as head coach. Chicago Bears. Introduce Ben Johnson as head coach. New Chicago Bears head coach. Ben Johnson is being paid as if he is one of the best. While the Bears haven't released the official contract details for Johnson's deal, the expectation is the first-time head coach is making a round. 13 million per season. It goes without saying that the Bears are paying Johnson to have an influence on the entire organization, including personnel moves. That influence may already be on display. On Friday, the Bears inked former Detroit Lions wide receiver Maurice Alexander to a reserve future deal. Alexander has spent his entire NFL career with the Lions. Between 2022 and 2024, Alexander would split time between the Lions' practice squad and active roster. Used mostly as a return specialist when he was active, Alexander only has 1 catch in his career for a total of 7 yards. Between now and the start of free agency, there likely will be several deals of this nature for the Bears as they prepare their roster for training camp. Ben Johnson is already impacting Chicago Bears signings. Alexander likely will be nothing more than a training camp body for the Bears. But given his experience in Johnson's offense, he could be a key voice in practice as the Bears' head coach installs his offense. It will be interesting to see who the wide receiver shapes up under Johnson's watch. As of now, it seems that Keenan Allen is more likely to return to Los Angeles than sign back with the Bears. While Allen has expressed a desire to remain with the Bears, the money may be better spent on the offensive line. Even with Allen's departure, the Bears have a strong wide receiver core headed by DJ Moore and Rome Odunze. Given Johnson's preference for wide receivers with speed, Tyler Scott may have new life in the Bears' offense. Bleacher Report has nothing but praise for the Chicago Bears 2025 NFL coaching cycle. Ben Johnson hiring Patrick Mahomes' old friend in surprise Bears coaching move. 1. Ben Johnson coaching staff idea that is not as crazy as it sounds. Bears' next offseason loss could be a blessing in disguise. With Chicago entering the draft holding 3 picks in the first 2 rounds, events like the Senior Bowl are crucial. The primary needs for the Bears this offseason lie in the trenches. With Darnell Wright and Braxton Jones expected to be the only starters to return from 2024, don't forget to hit that like button and that notification bell so you won't miss a video. Subscribe. It's free.